Hello, all my artsy fartsy friends. Welcome to C-Rod Stained Glass. Welcome back if you're here again. If not, thank you so much for being here. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the glass cutting process and the things that you're going to need. So some of the tools that you're going to need is a glass cutter. I use a Toyo pistol grip cutter. You're also going to need grozing pliers. These are to pull off your glass, and you're also going to need running pliers. These are for breaking your glass. I also have some silver schnitz back here, which are more of a luxury item, and they are not necessary at the moment if you are just beginning. They are good to have though. And we also have our pattern pieces. I already have all the pattern pieces cut out. Underneath right here is the pattern that we will be working on today. So yeah, this is everything that you will need to cut and get started. So as you can see here, I have my piece of glass. Now, prior to about a week ago, I started doing a different method. I used to use a Sharpie, and I always used to trace my pattern pieces. But now I use vinyl, and I stick my pattern pieces to the glass. I find that it is fabulous when it comes to the grinding process. But basically all you do is peel the back off and you stick it to the glass. Now it's wonderful. It really is. You're gonna really enjoy it. As you can see here, I am wiping the glass off just to make sure it's all nice and clean. Just to kind of get all that debris off and stuff so that it does stick nice and easy and we don't have any issues. Now what I'm doing is flipping the glass over to find which side is less textured. You always want to put your pattern pieces on the less textured side because you always want to cut on the less textured side. As you can imagine, if you can imagine running a cutter or a knife over something that is bumpy, over something that's smooth, let's think about it. Which one would be easier? The smooth side, right? Right. Anyways, I'm going to continue putting on all these pieces because there's a bunch and get going, and I will fast forward through this and we will get to the next process. I know. Wasn't that super fast? All right. Anyways, as you guys see here, I have lined up the pattern pieces in a way that when I cut, I'm going to be able to cut in a more uniformed pattern. So I'm going to kind of cut into strips. You'll be able to see what I mean as I do it. But you want to be able to always go from one end to another end. Always. You cannot stop in the middle, and you can't do all these crazy weaves and winds and twists and turns. It's got to be somewhat uniformed. You also want to try to save as much glass as you possibly can. But that is something that you might not want to have to worry too much about in the very beginning. As a beginner, you just want to concentrate on, uh, the practicing of things. That's why they recommend not using expensive glass. So as you can see, I'm kind of just cutting into uniformed ways in the best way I think I can save as much glass that I can and that it will break in the right way as well. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna speed it up again, and you guys will be able to see as I cut into the different uniformed ways. Oopsie daisy. As you can see, my score line did not break how I wanted it to, so I will just take the piece of vinyl off and I will re-stick it somewhere else and keep moving forward. All right, so now that I've kind of cut my stuff into strips, what I'm going to do now is individually cut out each piece so that it's on its own little block, and then I will cut away all of the excess around each piece. In this, I'm going to cut a bit of a curve, and what I'm going to do is use my running pliers and do a little bit of a run of a break on each side, and I'll just take my cutter, and at the end of the cutter is actually a ball, and I will hit it and it pops right out. That one was nice and easy. So there you see, I kind of just did a pretty easy curve, nothing too crazy. Um, and I will continue to piece out one by one, like I said, and cut off all the excess glass around each piece, and then I'll have what I need. All right, all you beautiful, wonderful, fabulous people. I'm so glad that you came and watched and learned and hung out with me. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And remember, much love always, and please be kind.